Hello and welcome to the Black Cat Bushcraft channel. Today is December 31st, 2019, New Year's Eve. Every year on New Year's Eve, I try to come out here to the woods as a chance to kind of release all the stress from the previous year. Especially just coming past the holidays, that's a time of hustle and bustle, and there's some stress associated with that. This is a chance for me to officially release all of that and to open my mind to the possibilities, the hopes and dreams for the year to come. So I'm really welcoming in 2020, and I have high hopes for it. And I know that's kind of cliche a little bit. A lot of people set New Year's resolutions, and a lot of those resolutions never go anywhere. But for me, honestly, every year at this time of year, I do kind of reevaluate myself, my priorities, and try to refocus. For me, 2020, I hope that I can be more organized and more focused in my career. I hope that I can make this my best year yet professionally in my job. I hope that I also can more than fulfill my commitments to my family. I have high hopes of things that we'll do as a family this year. And I also hope that I can be more focused and be more productive here on YouTube as well. Unfortunately, YouTube is really more of a hobby for me right now, as I have, a good amount of subscribers, but it's a relatively small amount. So this is something that I do because I enjoy it. It's not something that I do to make money particularly. I'm just not at that level as a YouTuber. But I really enjoy it, and I really value the friendships that I have here. I value you guys as my subscribers, and I hope that in 2020 I can bring you more videos. I have a long list of topics and things that I hope to cover and videos I hope to film. It's just a matter of getting the time. So I will commit to that for 2020. I will be putting out videos, hopefully on a weekly, if not weekly, bi-weekly basis, as much as possible. Anyhow, I came out today just to relax, to walk around, release stress, reevaluate, refocus. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. I'm just going to do a little walkabout here, go check out one of my old camps that's kind of up on the hill. I thought I'd bring you guys along, so show you a little sights and sounds from my area of the woods. This is a pretty cool little tree here where you can see some of the roots are kind of up above the ground. It's neat looking. It's a maple tree. And pretty neat. Just always something neat to spot out here in the woods. There's another neat spot right here. And it's a spot where a tree got blown over at some point, as you can see there. And when it did, its roots kind of turned up the ground like this. And it created like a little underground cave almost right here. There's a lot of water in there. I don't know that any animals would particularly inhabit that with it being that much water in there. But I tell you what, if it was dry in there, this would be an awesome spot for an animal to live. Because it created a nice, this is like 4 feet tall. A lot of little entryways here. It's always cool to see this little thing. Just created a nice little overhang. You can tell this is definitely a spot I've been to before. This is where I was doing the review for the Woodsman's EDC knife by William Collins. Just left all those materials in place. I'm sure I'll come back to them again, utilized for fire making or whatever. In this strip of woods, you can find a lot of little sets left over from Black Cat Bushcraft videos for sure. So I caught a little glimpse here of our early spring edible. This is chickweed. This is some early growth that normally doesn't come up until around March. Late February, March is when I normally see it. I'm just growing in this protected little cubby of a tree here. Kind of interesting to find that nice little edible this time of year. Grab that vine for me. This will probably make a really good fire tinder. I'm just kidding. It's poison ivy. There's a perfect woodsman's toilet right there. Perfect spot. This is one of my favorite tulip poplar trees out here. It comes up into a triple trunk, and I nicknamed this one a long time ago Three Sisters. So we use it as a reference point, as it's very recognizable. This tree has started a lot of fires for me because it drops a lot of sheds around the base of the tree, and I pick those things up and use them for tinder purposes. So this tree has been a good friend for many years. Well, I just about guarantee that something's living down in there. That's a perfect little burrow down inside this tree. Alright, so we made it up here to the area where I shot my very first Black Cat Bushcraft video. This is my fire pit right here. And it's kind of sad, it's in shambles. So it's going to need to be rebuilt. You can see one of my old metal cups up there. Old tin cup. This is my old tarp shelter. This tarp's been out here for years now. And it's definitely worse for the wear. But it's just a cheap poly tarp, so the fact that it's even still hanging there is kind of cool. Some old relics from videos past, some fat wood up under there. It's that maul that I carved a long time back on camera. Still holding up here. And there's a drum liner over here, which I used in a video where I was talking about how to winterize your hammock. So I need to get back up here to this camp and camp again and get this place cleaned up. There's my old toggle tree over here where I used to hang all my gear. That was in a video quite some time ago. So just an abandoned camp here, and a lot of old relics from videos past. So anyway, I just thought it'd be cool to walk back up here today, just see what the condition of camp is, which is pretty rough. I need to take an afternoon, come up here and just clean up, get rid of some of this old stuff and set up a new camp. This is one of my favorite little spots up on this hill. It's kind of surrounded by swamp. Tons of deer out here. Every time I've camped out here, I've always encountered deer. But it's just a nice clear area with all these oaks up here. And just a pretty place. Some good dead standing firewood there. Anyhow, I hope to get back here, get this place cleaned up, and camp out here again in a video very soon. It's a neat little find there. That mossy covered piece of wood, it's fat wood. That whole long strip of it there. It's obviously been laying here a while. It's an interesting little tree right here, covered with some type of a fungus. That's what I mean. Whenever I come back here, I just always see neat things. Stuff that you never expected to see. There are several areas out here in this woods where there's old trash piles like this, and every once in a while you'll notice some stuff sticking up out of the leaves. What you're looking at here is actually several old Clorox bottles, old glass bleach bottles. I always thought that was interesting as a kid. We found a lot of these old bleach bottles out here. There's another one. This one's broken on the top. Here's a smaller bottle. Here's another bottle here. This one's got little, this is like a peanut jar actually. That's what it looks like. It's got plants growing inside of it. So a lot of old trash out here. Some of it quite interesting. So I'm heading back through this little swampy area here to get back to the other camp where I've been shooting from. It's a nice pretty tulip poplar right here. Grow strong, little boy. I love seeing those tulip poplars come up. You never have too many of those on the property. We have a nice variety of trees here. I have a couple of different species of pine, sweet gum, maple, holly, cherry, white oak, chestnut oaks, several different types of oaks, red oaks, hickory, just a lot of different trees. And it's good having all those different species because each one is good for different things. It's not a big piece of property that I have access to, but fortunately it offers a lot. Here's a rarity on this property. This one is blue beech. Some people call it ironwood or musclewood. Goes by several different names. But we don't have much of this. There's maybe only a couple of spots where I've seen this growing on this piece of property. Kind of neat to see that. Well, look at that. It's Charlie Brown's Christmas tree right out here in my little section of woods. If I just had one little red Christmas ball to put on it, little fella, I think he needs me. Alright, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in for this video. Nothing super special here, but just my ramblings on the last day of the year. Chance for you to take a look around my area of the woods. I thank you for coming along. I thank you for tuning in to the Black Cat Bushcraft channel. If you're not currently a subscriber, I hope that you will click subscribe, ring the bell button so you can stay informed of all the videos that are upcoming. And I do promise there'll be many more to come in 2020. I have another video uploading just behind this one, so more to come. Thank you again for all your support. I wish you many blessings in 2020. And until that next video, as always, take care and God bless.